At this moment, a continuous biological process is occurring inside your body. Muscle fibers are being dismantled and recycled at the microscopic level. Research indicates that the human body recycles between 250 and 300 grams of muscle tissue every 24 hours. This process, known as muscle protein breakdown, occurs regardless of whether you are training, working, or sleeping. Many people train with high intensity and invest heavily in supplements, yet find their physical progress stalls after months of consistency. Data published in Cell Reports in 2024 suggests that even with maximal effort in the gym, the body often fails to transition from breakdown into actual growth. Physical training creates microscopic damage to the muscle fibers. For this damage to result in new tissue, the body requires a specific molecular signal to initiate the repair phase. Without this signal, the energy expended during a workout results in breakdown that the body may not efficiently replace. By utilizing 3 specific natural foods, it is possible to trigger the cellular pathways that shift the body into an anabolic state. These foods contain specific molecules that communicate directly with the biological processes responsible for muscle synthesis. The central regulator of this process is a protein complex called mTOR, located within every muscle fiber. When mTOR is dormant, cellular rebuilding remains at a standstill. The raw materials for muscle growth may be present, but the biological directive to assemble them is absent. Once activated, the cell enters an intensive repair state. New proteins form and actual muscle growth begins. This pathway is highly selective. It does not respond to general caloric intake or standard protein supplements. It requires a specific chemical environment to move from a dormant to an active state. Researchers at McMaster University referred to the failure to activate this pathway as an anabolic blind spot. This explains why high-protein diets and extreme caloric surpluses often fail to produce changes in physique. Identifying the foods that provide these missing signals is the first step in bypassing this biological limit. The first food required for this activation is the whole egg. While eggs are a common protein source, their primary value in muscle growth involves the specific concentration of the amino acid leucine. Leucine provides the molecular signal that initiates the mTOR pathway. For the body to begin muscle protein synthesis after a meal, leucine must reach a specific concentration in the bloodstream. Evidence in cell metabolism shows that maximizing protein synthesis requires approximately 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine per meal. If a meal falls below this threshold, the signal to rebuild muscle remains weak, and the body may instead oxidize those amino acids for energy or store the calories as fat. 2 large eggs provide roughly 1 gram of leucine, which is generally insufficient to reach the activation threshold. Consuming 3 whole eggs provides the amount necessary to signal the cell to begin synthesis. The practice of removing the yolk may actually hinder this process. Research from the University of Illinois indicates that whole eggs stimulate greater protein synthesis than egg whites alone, even when the total protein count is identical. The yolk contains phospholipids, bioactive compounds, and cholesterol, which the body uses as raw material for steroid hormones like testosterone. For healthy individuals, 3 whole eggs provide the specific nutrient profile required to transition the body from muscle breakdown into an active state of growth. While chicken breast is a staple of many training diets, it lacks the fatty acid profile found in wild salmon. Salmon contains high concentrations of EPA and DHA omega-3 fatty acids. These fatty acids improve the sensitivity of muscle cells to anabolic signals. Research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition suggests that omega-3s allow muscle fibers to respond more effectively to dietary protein. This creates an environment where nutrients pass more easily into the cell to support fiber repair. Salmon also provides vitamin D, a nutrient directly linked to muscle function. Adequate vitamin D levels allow the nervous system to recruit more muscle fibers during a workout, resulting in stronger contractions and higher training quality. Training inevitably causes inflammation, which serves as the initial signal for repair. However, if this inflammation becomes chronic, it can impede the recovery process. Omega-3s help regulate the inflammatory response, ensuring that the body can focus its resources on rebuilding tissue rather than managing excessive stress. Consuming 120 to 170 grams of salmon several times a week optimizes the cellular environment for recovery. Sardines and mackerel offer similar biological benefits if salmon is unavailable. The final component of this protocol focuses on the gut microbiome using full-fat Greek yogurt and blueberries. This dense network of bacteria influences metabolism. Beneficial gut bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids. These compounds communicate with the body's metabolic pathways to support muscle maintenance and recovery. Greek yogurt provides a unique combination of 25 grams of casein protein, live probiotic cultures, and calcium. Casein releases amino acids into the bloodstream gradually, which is particularly effective for supporting the body during the overnight fast. The addition of blueberries introduces polyphenols and antioxidants. These compounds help neutralize the oxidative stress caused by intense training, facilitating a smoother recovery process. By pairing slow-release protein with antioxidants before sleep, the body can maintain a consistent state of repair throughout the night. This ensures that the window for muscle growth remains open even while the body is at rest. These three foods function as a cohesive system. Eggs provide the signal for synthesis, salmon optimizes the cellular environment for recovery, and Greek yogurt supports the repair cycle overnight. The protocol is straightforward. Consume 3 whole eggs every morning, include wild salmon or small oily fish 3 to 4 times a week, and have full-fat Greek yogurt with blueberries every night before bed. This strategy is grounded in human biology. By understanding how these specific molecules interact with cellular pathways, you can remove the guesswork and reliance on marketing-driven supplement routines. Commit to this biological routine for 30 days. Your physical progress will reflect the results of working with your body's natural growth pathways.